Hello everyone, I am Rahul sir, your management educator. Today I am here with the last lecture of Unit 8, that is Statistics and Operation. In today's lecture, we are going to study important concepts of operation management. Before this, we have discussed four lectures on statistics, and here we are going to discuss the second part of this unit, that is operation management. There are some important concepts in this unit. So we in this operation management, we are going to study them deep. Before starting, there is an important information for you that the UGC NET exam is very close. It anytime can be, the date sheet can be announced from the NTA side. So this is the best time to boost up your preparation. We are offering the UGC NET Paper 2 Management course. If you take this course, you will get complete video lectures, full syllabus notes, test series, and PYQ PDF. This is going to be a target-based preparation. The major advantage of this course is if you buy the Paper 2 course, you will get Paper 1 totally free. Okay. This is all the contents we have provided in structured form for you. So what you have to do, you have to download the Global Online Official app. After downloading and login, you will see this home interface. In this home interface, you will have to just click on the store button. After clicking on scrolling, you will see the UGC NET Paper 2 Management course, or you can search it in the search box. Here, after searching, you will get this, selecting the course, you will get this interface. Here you can pay and access the content. To join the batch, you can contact on the given numbers. If you have any query regarding the batch, then the query will be resolved. So let's start. So here we are studying the important concepts of operation management. Operations management, OM. OM is what it deals with the operations. Specifically, the word, what does it suggest? Ki whatever the operations are within the performed within the organization, either it is related to anything, so we have to properly manage it. For this, the concept of operation management is used. Now let's see from here. Operation management is the administration of the business practices to create the highest level of efficiency possible within an organization. It is concerned with the converting materials and labor into goods and services as efficiently as possible to maximize the profit of an organization. What we have to do, we have to use the raw material, the labor, and convert into the goods and services in a very efficient way, so that the profits of the organization can be increased. Then organization management teams attempt to balance the cost with the revenue to achieve the highest net operating profit as possible. From the operation management teams are there in an organization which balance the cost and revenue of the business. So now let's see some topics. Now this is facility location. Facility location and plant layout is basically mentioned in our syllabus, so we are studying it. What does facility location means? It simply means that where you are selecting a geographical site where you want to establish your plants. This location is very much important. Why? Because this sector, suppose you have this business here. This is your business site. Here you are producing, and here is the market. The market is very near, but the raw material is here, which is so far this side. So what you will, the large transportation cost will incur to bring the raw material. So that to avoid such type of hindrances, we should have to plan our site location, select the best site, considering so many factors. Now let's see from here. Facility location is the process of determining the geographical site for a firm's operation. What it deals with for determining the geographic sites, okay, for operation of the firms. Managers of both the service and manufacturing organizations must weigh mean factors when assessing the desirability of the particular site. When either a particular site should be selected or not, we use different types of method. Don't worry, the methods are in upcoming slides. It includes the proximity of the customer and the supply, labor cost, and transportation cost. These are some factors that the how much distance is the market, how much distance is the raw material supply, what is the availability of labor in the labor market, and how much either they are costly or cheaper, and what is the transportation cost. These factors are considered in the facility location. Okay, then there are some location models which help. Various models are available in which, with the help of which we can identify the deal location. Some of the proper models are option 1.1 facility rating method, then weighted factor rating method, then load distance method, then center of gravity technique, and break-even analysis. These are the 5 major techniques which are used while planning a facility location. First method is that the factor rating method. What does the factor rating method suggest? It's the process of selecting a new facility location, involves a series of the following steps. In the factor rating, some certain factors are considered through, and this step is followed by which the decision regarding the particular site should be chosen or not is taken. So first of all, what we will identify the location factor. Then what we will do, then we will rate each factors according to its relative importance. Higher the rating indicative of the prominent factor. If the rating of the factors is high, it will be termed as prominent factor. Then we assign each location according to the merits of the location for the each factor. A certain location, either rural site, urban site, or suburban site, whatever it may be, each have its own merits and demerits. So according to the merits, the rating will be allotted, okay, for different location factors. Then we have fourth point. We will calculate the rating for each location by multiplying the factors assigned to each location with the basic factor considered. Whatever the basic factors are considered while locating the plant, while locating the facility location, here it will be multiplied with the ratings. And then in the last step, we will do the total of the product calculation for each factor and select the best location having the highest total score. Whatever the score, highest total cost of any site will be there, it will be selected. I hope this factor rating model is clear. Now we have weighted factor rating method. Weighted factor rating method is simply like the factor rating method. Here what we are doing, we are assigning weights. Okay. In this methods, a merge quantitative and qualitative factors are assigned weights based on the relative importance and weightage score for each site using a preference matrix is calculated. Okay, we are using a preference matrix as per your preferences, and the factors, both the quantitative and qualitative factors are considered, and certain weights are assigned to them, and as per the weighted score, the site with the highest weighted score will be selected as the best choice. In each type of technique, such techniques, when the highest score will be there, it will be considered. It will be considered as the best choice. Now we have load distance technique. Before this, we have seen two methods, factor rating and weighted factor rating method. So what is the load distance method? The load distance method is a mathematical mode to evaluate the location based on the proximity factors. Here the distance factor is calculated, is considered, and all the factors which are study the mathematical model. This is the mathematical model where we study different location proximity factors to evaluate our location sites. The objective is to select the location that minimizes the total weighted load moving into and out of the facility. Suppose here what it is telling, that whenever a least movement will be there from the to and fro from the facility layout, that it will be selected. Okay, the distance between the 2 points is expressed in assigning the points to grid coordinates on the map. There is a grid coordination on the grid is coordinated on the map, and it is expressed through 2 points. An alternative approach is to use the rather than the distance. Here instead of time is considered with respect another approach to use this time rather than the distance. Here we can use the load and time also rather than time and distance. Sorry, rather than load and distance. Now we have the fourth one, that is center of gravity technique. Center of gravity technique is primarily on the cost considerations. This technique is based on the cost considerations. Okay, then these methods can be used to assist the managers in balancing the cost and the service objectives. Here the proper balancing is done between the cost and the service objectives. The center of the gravity methods take into account the locations of the plants and markets. The center of the gravity methods use different plant and the markets, the volume of the goods moved, and the transportation cost in arriving to the best location for a single intermediate warehouse. Here what we are comparing, we are the amount of goods moved and the transportation cost which are incurred in arriving to the best location with the immediate with the intermediate warehouse. But between here will be the market here, and here will be the warehouse in between, and this will be the facility location, and here through this there will be some volume which will be transported to and from the market to facility location. I hope this is the center of gravity technique. Now we have the last one, that is break-even analysis. This break-even analysis is simple, means that input should be equal to output, or the point at which the profits are equal to cost. Then the break-even analysis implies that at some point in the operation, total revenue equals to total cost. Here the total revenue at the point where the total revenue is equal to total cost will be termed as break-even point. Break-even analysis is considered with finding the points at which the revenues and costs are agree exactly. Where the revenue and costs matches, that point is termed as break-even analysis. Then we have plant layout. This was we have seen the facility location. Now we are studying with the plant layout. According to More, the plant layout is a plan of optimum arrangement in the facilities, including the personnel, operating equipment, storage space, material handling equipment, and all the other supporting services, along with the degree of best structure to contain these facilities. What is being done, what the plant layout is, what here a proper spaces will be arranged for each thing, like personnel, where the equipment will be kept. Then there will be in some part of the organization there will be the storage space. Then some sort of material handling equipments will be there, and all these supporting and all the supporting services, like for the movements and transports of goods. This should be designed in a best structure. Best structure contains these facilities. So like here plant layout is what, actually plant layout is like a research design. The facility location is what, when we are actually selecting the site. And in case of plant layout, you will design that how the things will be arranged in that particular site. So this will happen. Now, what are the objectives of plant layout? Here some objectives of plant layout is mentioned. That first one is why it's changing. Streamline the flow of the materials through the plant. Here what we will do, we will streamline the flow of material through the plant, from where it will go to where. Okay, then it facilitate the manufacturing process. It will facilitate the manufacturing process. Then it maintain the high turnover in the process inventory. In the process inventory, it will maintain the high turnover. High turnover will be maintained in the process inventory. Then it will minimize the material handling cost. Material handling cost will be minimized. Certain arrangements will be made so that the handling cost should be minimized. Then effective utilization of mean equipment of the men, sorry, me not mean, effective utilization of the main equipment and space. In a proper space, there will be effective utilization of both the human and equipment. There should be proper allocation. Okay, then sixth objective is what? Make effective utilization of cubic space. Whatever the space which is just vacant, we have to use it in effective way. That will be covered under the sixth one. Then flexibility of manufacturing operations and arrangement. Flexibility of manufacturing operations and arrangement, that the operations and management should be very operations for the arrangement should be arrangements for the operations or manufacturing operations should be flexible. Why? Because if any sort of changes are required, we should be able to do it. So flexibility is very important. Then provides for employee convenience, safety, and comfort. The plant layout should be in such a way that the employee should not face any inconvenience in roaming, going from here to there. The proper safety measures should be taken, and it should be comfort. The environment should be in the manufacturing unit should be comfortable. Then minimize the investment in the equipment. The equipment should be whatever the funds which we are investing in the equipment, it should be reasonable. Okay, then minimize the overall production time. The facility plant layout should be done in such a way that there should be overall production time should be less. The production time which will be less, because what will happen, if the production time is time consumption is more, it will lead to higher working hours, higher wages, and so higher usage of the all the overhead expenses related to the production. That will be to minimize all these things, we have to reduce the production time. Then maintain the flexibility of arrangement and operations. We have seen this. And facilitate the organizational structure. We have to facilitate. This is everything is done to facilitate the organizational structure. Then we have principles of plant layout. What are the principles of plant layout? Let's see. That is principle of minimum movement. Principle of the movement should be minimum. Then space utilization. Proper utilization of space should be done. Their flexibility is very much important to maintain in the plant layout. Then principle of interdependence. The things in the plant layout are dependent on each other. So the interdependence one activity should not be affected by the another. If any discrepancy happens in one, so it should be the things should be planned. The layout of the plant should be planned effectively. Then effective of overall integration. A proper integration between all the factors should be there. Safety should be there. Then smooth flow. The flow between the during the manufacturing period should be a smooth. From raw material will come from here, then it will it will be loaded in the machinery, then the output will be dispatched to this certain unit. So this process should be, there should be smooth flow among this step. Then economy, the whole entire plant layout should be economic. Then supervision, less supervision should be required, and effective supervision can be done in an effective way. A provision of supervision can also be done in a plant in case of plant layout. Why? Because if excessive supervision is required, then you have to keep a separate person. But in case of if things are effectively arranged, people are properly trained, then you will not have to that much supervise. Okay. Then principle of satisfaction. There should be satisfied. The customer and management should be satisfied by getting the products and by production in an efficient and less costly way. So these are all the principles of plant layout. Now the plant layout are generally classified into 4 parts. One is process layout, which is associated with the process, which is in which the manufacturing is going to be done. It is associated with the process. Then is product layout. Product layout when the one product is transferred from one unit to another unit. This is will be considered as different products are in different units. That will be termed as product unit. Then combination layout. This is the layout is combination of both the products and processes. And fixed position layout. Here certain things will be there which will not be movable from once they fixed. So this is covered under the fixed position layout. Just take a break of 1 minute. Sorry, 30 seconds. So let's resume. We are discussing the total quality management. This topic is specifically mentioned in your Unit 8 syllabus. So total quality management, one question is asked from any of this topic. Total quality management is the continual process of detecting and reducing or eliminating the errors in the manufacturing, streamlining supply chain management, improving the customer experience, and ensuring that the employees are up to speed with the training. Whenever we talk about the quality matters a lot in whenever a product is sold to the customer. So during the after setting the quality standards regarding a product or services, we need to monitor and detect and eliminate all the errors in the manufacturing. We have to streamline, keep monitoring the supply chain and improve the customer experience by ensuring that the employees are providing the service in an effective qualitative way. Okay, then total quality management aims to hold all parties involved in the production process accountable for the overall quality of the final product or services. The actual production department will be accountable for the final product or service which is dispatched to the customer. Let's see the concept of quality. Quality matters a lot for any type of product and services for a customer. Whenever we go, why do we go to such reputed stores to buy the products, or to reputed restaurants like Pizza Hut, Domino's to have a certain dish? Why? Because these are people are maintaining quality. Why? Because if quality products or services will not be provided, then the customer will not rebuy your product and your organization will get into losses. To avoid this, we have to maintain the quality. Then what is quality? What does quality actually means? Let's see. Quality is the totality of features and characteristics of a product or services that bear on its ability to satisfy the given needs. Then according to American Society of Quality, what they have said, that it is the sum total of all the features and characteristics which has an ability to satisfy the customer needs. Okay, then quality is inherent distinguishing characteristics, a degree of grade or excellence. Quality means what? It is a inherent distinguished characteristics where we focus on what? We focus to provide our service at the excellent level. Quality should be excellent. Then we have statistical quality control. Statistical quality control is an application of statistics and analytical tools to monitor the process outputs. Quality, or SQL, involves in general category of statistical tools used to evaluate the organizational quality. Here statistical quality control is just a measure where we are using the statistical techniques like either descriptive or in acceptance sampling. Such techniques are used to check on to monitor and evaluate the quality of the overall organization. Quality improvement is the reduction of the variables in the process of production. Here we are trying to improve the quality by reduction the variable in the process and products. Now we have what are the characteristics of quality control categories. Sorry. Not characteristics, it's categories of statistical quality controls. The tools in each of the categories of SQL provides the different types of information for the use and analyzing the quality of the product. Here what it does, it provides us different types of information by which quality of the product can be analyzed. Okay, these tools measure the value of the quality characteristics. These tools are used to measure the quality characteristics. This also helps us in identifying a change or a relation in the quality characteristics of a product. Here it tells whether to what extent any changes are required in regarding the quality standard. Now, generally, these three techniques are used in the statistical quality control. First is what? Descriptive statistics. All of you know about the descriptive statistics. The statistics is used to describe the quality characteristics. Here we was just describe the quality characteristics and its relationship. It involves measurements like example, mean, standard deviation, the range, and the distribution of data. Okay, then here we just describing the characteristics in the descriptive statistics. Okay, then we have acceptance sampling. Acceptance sampling is what? Here it refers to the process of randomly inspecting the sample of the goods and service goods and deciding that whether to accept the entire lot based on the results. Suppose we are an inspection is going on in an organization and they just selected a sample of goods and for an inspection. After inspection, they found that some 1 or 2 unit is there is a defect exists in 1 or 2 unit. Then what they will do, that they will reject the whole lot. Whole lot will be rejected. So this is done in the acceptance sampling technique. Okay, acceptance sampling is determine whether the batch of the goods should be accepted or rejected. It determines that whether the whole lot or the batch should be accepted or determined. If any defects is detected, then the whole lot will be rejected, or if everything is fine, the whole lot will be accepted for dispatch. Then we have statistical process control, means SPC. Statistical process control. It is the statistical tool that involves inspecting a random sample of the output from the process and deciding whether the process is producing the products with the characteristics that fall within the predetermined range or not. Okay, here what statistical process control. Here it is related to the process that whether the manufacturing process through which the output is being coming out, we check that whether these products are produced according to the whether the characteristics exist in the process which is predetermined from the organization side, it exists or not. Okay, then SPC answers the question of whether the process is functioning properly or not. SPC is all about, means the statistical process control deals with all the processes which through which the whole manufacturing process, manufacturing of unit is done. Whenever any study of regarding the process will be done, it will come under the statistical process control. Okay, in descriptive, you are just describing the characteristics and the certain measures of central tendency or dispersions are used. Acceptance sampling, you are inspecting randomly a sample, and if you find any defect, you will reject the whole sample. And in statistical process control, you are just analyzing checking, monitoring the process through which the whole manufacturing activity is done. Okay, and you try to examine that whether the process is according to the predetermined standard or not. I hope now it is clear. Now we have next concept of total quality management is the Kaizen. Kaizen is a Japanese good change. Japanese for good change. Okay, it was introduced in Japan. It has been applied in healthcare, psychotherapy, life coaching, government, banking, and other industry. Okay, the Kaizen is the process of continuous improvement. Kaizen means what? KCI means continuous. Kaizen is a process of continuous improvement in small investment that makes the process more effective, efficient, and controllable between the controllable and adequate. Here we are trying to make a improvement at the continuous level, where we are doing what? We are making the process in a more effective, efficient, and controllable and adequate way. Okay, the improvements are usually accomplished at the little or no expense with the output sophisticated techniques or supervision equipments. Here what we are trying to do, we are usually improvement at the gradual, at this very small level, or no exposure with the sophisticated techniques. Here no complicated techniques are used, we are or neither expensive equipments will be used. Okay, it focuses on simplification by breaking down the complex process into sub processes and then improving them. Here what is done, the whole process is broken down in small parts, and they are improvement is done in very small place. Suppose this is the entire process. Here what you have done, this portion you have broken. This is A, then this is B, then this is C, then this is D. What you are do, this way you will try to improve this gradually, then you will improve do some improvement in this sector, then improvement will be done here, improvement will be done in section C. Each step which is a part of that whole process will be improved at a gradual continuous level. Here in the umbrella, under the umbrella of Kaizen, different things are covered, like customer orientation, how customer should be oriented, then the total quality control, Six Sigma, we are going to see this, then robotics. Nowadays robotics is most popular technique used in many organizations. Then quality circle is also uses Kaizen. Then suggested systems are used. Then in case of in field of automation, Kaizen is used. And discipline in the workplace, to maintain the discipline, Kaizen is used. Then the total productive maintenance is also a area where the Kaizen is used. Then Kanban, quality improvement, just in time means is an inventory management techniques. Then we have zero defect, small group activities, corporate labor management relations. In labor management relations, here we are trying to, in all these sectors, we are trying to just improve our relation. We are improve do it in a better way. We want to do it in a better way, in a most effective way. So we are applying this Kaizen technique. Okay. Then productivity improvement and new product development. Suppose when you were started preparation for your Kaizen, here I am giving you a real life example. How does it work? That suppose when you started your preparation on the first day, you might have studied for the 1 hour only. 1 hour to dur ki baat ho gayi. You might have just studied for 15 minutes. You just check the syllabus, just studied what is there, what we have to study. Or on second day, the 15 minutes then extended to 30 minutes. You just watched a YouTube video. Then it slowly, gradually exceeds. And now when the exam is on head, you have an ability to study for 7 to 8 hours at least. Like I am giving my own example. When I started teaching, I used to upload a video of 1 minute, only 1 minute. Sorry, not 1 minute, only 10 minutes. I started from 10 minutes, and now I have such a potential that I can teach up to 2 to 2.5 hours continuously. Then we have 5 S in Kaizen. There are 5 S in Kaizen. This can be given in match the column. This can be asked. So you have to remember. Sirai is what? Sorting. Sirai na, सुराई में क्या करते हैं? सॉर्ट करते हैं. ओके, सुराई में तो वैसे पानी भरते हैं, बट अब वी हैव टू रिमेंबर दैट सुराई में क्या करते हैं? सुराई में सॉर्टिंग करते हैं. ओके, देन वी हैव सीटॉन. सीटॉन इज व्हाट? शाइनिंग. सीटॉन लगाओगे तो शाइन करोगे. ठीक है, सीटॉन लगाओगे तो शाइन करोगे. देन वी हैव सीसो. C in order. C in order. That we use seesaw. Seesaw. Here, what is done? We set it in order. One person sits at that side and one person this at that side. I am telling this इसलिए बता रहा हूँ ताकि आपको याद रहे. Seesaw. Seesaw is what? Set in order. A particular we will set in a particular order. Then we have Siketsu. ये तो और भी अजीब नाम है. Siketsu means what? Standardization. Means सिकित्सु है ना. सिकित्सु का क्या करना है? स्टैंडर्ड. सिकित्सु किस लिए यूज होता है? सिकित्सु का कोई स्टैंडर्ड नहीं है. ओके, सिकित्सु यू रिमेंबर, और यू जस्ट रिमेंबर साकेत्सु. Saketsu का कोई स्टैंडर्ड नहीं है. ओके, in this way you can remember. And then you have shitsuke. Shitsuke means sustain. Oh shit, मेरे को तो यहाँ sustain करना पड़ेगा. तो this is the way you can remember. Shit, अब sustain भी करना पड़ेगा. In this way you can remember this shitsuke. Okay. So I am repeating once again for you. सुराई में क्या करेंगे? Sort करेंगे. Means सिराई is sort. Then sit-on is what? Shine. Sit-on लगाओगे तो shine करोगे. Then we have seesaw. Seesaw means what? There seesaw is there. जहाँ पे आपको क्या करना है? Set in a order में set करना है. Then we have seketsu. Seketsu. Ketsu का क्या नहीं है? Ketsu का कोई standard नहीं है. Standardization. Then the last one is shitsuke. Shitsuke means what? Oh shit, I have to sustain. And this is the 5S of Kaizen. Then we have quality control, quality circles. We have seen Kaizen, and now we are studying the quality circles. Quality circle is what? A group of expert peoples will come together and they will study a problem, solve that problem, and move away. Okay, a quality circle is a group of workforce members, usually from within the same work area or doing the similar work. A group of expert people within the same work area or who do the same work, who volunteers to meet weekly on a company time to address the quality problems that occur in the work area. Whatever the quality problems occurred in an area, they meet together on a they meet as a volunteer and resolve the issues on a weekly basis. Okay, so this is, you are seeing the people, who is a group of people. कितने सुंदर बच्चे घूम रहे हैं नहीं क्या? They have joined together on a voluntary basis to solve the issues related to quality. Okay, अरे भाई इतने रंग बिरंगी कपड़े पहने हो, तुम खुद ही क्वालिटी वाले हो यार, तुम क्या क्वालिटी इंप्रूव करोगे? Jokes apart. So here the proper sequence is followed, that is plan, do, check, act. Okay. Now here we have the PDCA cycle. PDCA cycle is the plan, do, check, act, or sometimes they give plan, do, check, react. Don't get confused. PDCA has this A has both the meanings, either act or either react. Okay. PDCA sometimes said as plan, do, check, adjust. Adjust is also there. Then is a repetitive. It is a repetitive 4-stage model for the continuous improvement CI in the business process management. In the business process management, you have to improve on the continuous basis. So here the 4-stage model, the PDCA means plans, do, check, act, or adjust, as is followed. Okay, the PDCA model is also known as the Denning circle or cycle. Will-Sheward cycle, control cycles, or plan, do, check, act cycle. Plan, do, study, act. Sorry. So it was given by Dr. William Edward Denning, who is called as father of quality management, and John Stewart. Okay. Then the model is implemented to improve the quality and effectiveness of the processes with the product life cycle management. With the product life cycle, we want to improve the quality, so we use this PDCA cycle. Okay, here it is also used in project management, human resource management, supply chain management, and other areas of business. Here all the areas are mentioned where the PDCA cycle is used, either in case of supply chain management or product life cycle management or project management or HRM. We are using the PDCA cycle. It was given by William Edward Deming. Then here the proper sequence is there. What each step is what is done at each step. So in the planning step, what should be like? Define objectives and action planning. Here we define the objectives at the planning stage. At the do stage, what should we do and how should we do it? Is implementation. It is the stage. Do is the stage of implementation. Okay. Then the check stage. Check stage is what was achieved. What was achieved, we will check the achievement of objectives. Whether the objectives are achieved or not, we will check in the check stage. And in the act stage or the adjust stage, what is there? What else is there to be done. What else is there? What is the any backlog is pending? We will check this, and we will act according to identify room or implementation. Identify room or implementation. Okay. What else is there to be done in the act stage? This can be asked in straight match the column type questions. So I have added in the questions were maintained will be mentioned in one side, and on the another side this plan do check act will be there. You will have to match it. So this cycle is very much important. It's just simple and easy to remember. Then we have Six Sigma. Six Sigma is what? Six Sigma is a set of management tools and techniques designed to improve the capabilities of the business processes by reducing the likelihood of error. Okay, by we are what here we are improve the we are trying to improve the capability of the business process by reducing any chances of error. Okay. Six Sigma is a data-driven approach that uses the statistical methodology for eliminating the defects reduction, and for profits improvement. Here, what is we are doing? We are using it includes a statistical method by which we can eliminate the defects, and the reduction in defects will lead to profit improvements. Okay. The etymology is based on the Greek sigma symbol sigma. The etymology of this Six Sigma is based on the Greek symbol sigma, or is a statistical term for measurement process deviations. Here, the whatever the process deviation are occurring, we are it is measured from the process mean or target. Okay. Six Sigma come from the bell curve used in the statistics. As we see, as we know that the normal distribution curve, same it is talking about the bell-shaped curve where we find the deviations. Okay. Where the one sigma symbolizes the single standard deviation. One sigma symbolizes the single standard deviations from the mean. If the process has Six Sigma 3 or above or below the mean, that defect rate is classified extremely low. Here the value of the sigma is 3 and above 3, and it's above above 3 and below, and 3 and below, it will be said that it includes the defects are extremely low. Then we have the DMAIC cycle. Earlier we see in the PDCA cycle. Now here we are doing the DMAIC cycle. This is quite different. The main purpose of the DMAIC tools is to improve the efficiency and effectiveness of the organization existing processes. Whatever the processes existing in the organization, the DMAIC cycle is the DMAIC model is used to increase its efficiency and effectiveness. Okay. DMAIC is a Six Sigma's core data-driven improvement methodology. DMAIC is the entire methodology which is covered under the Six Sigma. Okay. When we improve the process and the problem is complex, when the problem is complex, or we want to improve the process, the existing risks are high. At that time, the DMAIC is the go-to method. Then at this stage, the go-to DMAIC is the method which is used when the risk is high and the process is complex, and we have to do the improvement in the process. Lean Six Sigma. Here the DMAIC cycle stages are defined. It's first of all, you have to remember its full form, that is define, measure, analyze, improve, and control. Okay. Then in the define stage, you will define the problem. Then in the measure stage, you will quantify the problem. What is you will quantify in the measure stage. Then you will analyze, that you will identify the cause of the problem. What are the reasons behind the occurrence of the problem? You will study at the analyze stage. Then in the last, in the improve stage, you will implement and verify the solution. Whatever solution you have decided, you will implement in the improve stage. And C, control stage, you will maintain the solution. Whatever the solution which you have implemented, you will try to maintain in the control stage. Okay. Then this is the last part. This belongs to operation research portion of the operations management. here let's distinguish the PERT and CPM, because a lot of times questions are asked from this concept. So PERT is what? That is project evaluation review technique. And CPM is what? CPM full form is the critical path method. Remember that PERT is an event oriented technique. PERT is the event oriented, and it is CPM is the activity oriented. Okay. PERT manage the unpredictable activities, whatever an predictable activities which occur during the production period. PERT is used to manage. Okay, manage it. And CPM manages the predictable activities, whatever the activities are predicted earlier, then we use the CPM to manage it. Okay, then PERT focuses on the PERT is focused on the time control. It focuses on the time control, and CPM it focuses on the cost optimization. That so that the at optimum cost the production should be done at large quantity. This is the in the CPM model, and in the PERT model we see that in least time our production can be done. It was developed in 1958. The PERT was developed in the 1958, and it was developed. CPM was the developed in the 1957. Okay, then the second last point is it is a 3-time estimate. PERT is a 3-time estimate, and the CPM is a single time estimate. Okay, then it is the probability model. In case of PERT, a probability model exists, and in case of CPM is a deterministic model which is give you the which will determine the accurate time. Okay, sorry, accurate cost. I hope this model, both the models are clear here. That's all about the operations management. We have covered all the important topics. I hope you have understood all the topics of both the statistics and operation management in this crash course. Thank you. Bye.